My identity was that I was trash, and that positive pregnancy test just proved it. My name is Kelli Wacker, and I'm here to share my story of unplanned pregnancy and my journey to faith and to Bridgehaven. A lot of my childhood and adolescence was about achieving and doing all the right things. I got straight A's, I got an academic scholarship to college. When I was 19, I got into pretty hard drugs. I maintained, going to college, I maintained a job, I paid my rent, I had a car. I went through a lot of different addictions and really abusive, terrible relationships, some really awful living situations, and it was a really dark time. I decided to take a pregnancy test in my meth dealer's bathroom and saw that that was positive and kind of crumbled. I remember thinking that this was going to ruin my life. I had nobody on my side. The people that I had counted on, I couldn't really count on. So like my peers at the time were all addicted to drugs and that was their top priority. It certainly wasn't me or my pregnancy or my happiness or my peace. I definitely felt like I was on my own. My identity was that I was trash, and that positive pregnancy test just proved it. My first impression of Bridgehaven was that it was like comfortable as far as like physically comfortable. Like I remember that the chairs in the counseling room was comfortable. This is maybe an odd memory, but I loved that there was candy on the front desk. Like every time I came in, it like not only like was it cool because it was candy, but it gave me something to do with my hands. If I was feeling nervous about coming in for a class or whatever, like just needing something to do with my hands. I don't know. I appreciated that everybody said hi. Like everybody greets you when you're there and they make you feel like a guest. People were very warm. I was really appreciative after I kept coming back that I was among other girls who were also pregnant. Like I didn't know anybody else that was pregnant, and so that was huge to be able to have community in that way. But then also to hear the ultrasound tech be like, oh, look at that, like all like enjoying my baby with me. I think that's when I realized that they were for me and my baby. As a single mom, it felt really validating to have somebody else look at my baby and say, yes, like she's beautiful, she's here, isn't that exciting? Like I wanted other people to appreciate her the way I did, and I really feel like they did that. It was hard for me to believe that there was a place like this that would offer me all of this help. When my baby was 2 months old, I was invited to a church service, and I don't know what it was about the song or my life at that time, but something in me kind of broke, like my pride maybe, and now I'm a believer in Jesus, and he gives me the joy and the energy and the power to like continue walking this out. The girl that stood in her meth dealer's bathroom with a pregnancy test in hand would not recognize this girl. Even when things feel like everything is lost and there's no possible light at the end of the tunnel, I think that my story is proof that there is. I had people for me and for my baby, not just with words, but with actions. So I would hope that somebody would look at me and say, oh, that's somebody who is certainly an abortion vulnerable client that had an unplanned pregnancy, and it looked like everything was stacked against her. And because of Bridgehaven and because of Jesus, her life is completely different now.